everyone, welcome to YourPedia and this is Shubha. So have you gone to Mahakumbh so far, or are you planning to go over there? Now in this video I'm going to guide you one of the very important group discussion topic that could be asked from the dimension Mahakumbh Mela. Now you see that in your group discussions you're not going to get the same topic as such, like just speak on Mahakumbh Mela. What could be the probable topics that could arise from this dimension? That is something you need to prepare. Like one probable dimension which I can think of is related to crowd management and safety. Now you're aware that there has been a stampede and many people lost their lives. Obviously, whenever there's a congregation of people and there are lots of challenges related to it. Now in this video, I'm going to talk about the group discussion topic, and that is crowd management and safety. We'll be discussing over it, we'll be discussing what could be the strategies and what are the challenges and many other aspects of it. And also, what is Mahakumbh Mela all about? Now I'll be giving you a list of the important pointers which you can speak in your group discussion. Also, the documentation is available on our YourPedia panel. Please go and download that documentation too. Now let's get started and highlight the main of the pointers. Now very first is that crowd management and safety, it encompasses like what are the strategies whenever there are lots of individuals who have gathered at one place. So you need to have a proactive approach, like you should be approaching it out, how to organize them, how to plan them, how to monitor them. And this is something that you have to prevent some of the, you can say, hazardous or mitigate the risks. Now, whenever you are introducing, you have to speak something. What is this topic about? So, you can have one of the probable lines related to it, that you should have an approach to mitigate the risk. Now, what are the key aspects of crowd management and safety? What does it include? It includes like planning and risk assessment. So, obviously, you have to identify what could be the probable risk. The risk could be overcrowding could be there. It could be stampedes, it could be security threats, it could be developing strategies to mitigate them. Crowd control measures, you have to implement that when there is a lot of crowd flow, so you have to have a designated entry, proper exit should be there, and you can say there should be crowd marshals also, barriers should be there. Then emergency preparedness. Obviously, in case there is any kind of an emergency, you should be having proper evacuation procedures, first aid should be given to the people, communication system should be there. So everything should be managed very well in case any emergency arises. Then it is related to security measures. What are the security measures? And you have to implement, you have to prevent them. And like it could be some kind of a terrorism, some kind of a social unrest. So you have to prepare wisely for it. Then it could be public awareness, educating the public about the safety guidelines, emergency procedures, and responsible behavior. So this is something that is needed. Now, what comes as a challenge when there is a lot of congregation of people, like related to overcrowding, related to their management? So the first, it is massive crowd. The sheer scale of Mahakumbh, like when there is lots of pilgrims are there, poses a significant challenge to crowd control. Obviously, we have seen it out that we were not even expecting that it could be so much huge population would be arriving over there, like more than 450 million of population has arrived. So obviously it is like crowd control is the very first that is a challenge which came in front of us. Second, it is unpredictable crowd behavior. Obviously, when lots of crowd is there, so it increases the risk of potential stampede, panic situations, constant vigilance is required, proactive measures are required over there. We have limited infrastructure. The temporary nature is that includes bridges, sanitation facilities. It can strain, it can have an immense pressure on that crowd too. So what is another challenge is the limited infrastructure which we have over there. Next is the security threats. The potential for security threats, like it could be social unrest could arise, it could create terrorism situations could be there, necessities. So we have to ensure that there is proper safety of the pilgrims whosoever is present in Mahakumbh. Then it is health and hygiene. That is very, very important factor. The large congregation of people is a close proximity that increases the risk. It could lead to some kind of an infectious disease because the population is very huge over there and they have gathered in that limited constraint. It requires effective public health measures too. Now, what could be the strategies? How we would plan it out? The advanced planning and coordination should be there. Whenever you are planning for something, you need to plan it in advance. You should have, it includes proper administration, police, health and hygiene facilities, and it should be like some of the volunteers should be there who are willing to help the crowd, the overcrowding of that situation. Technology in various situations, its solutions, it could be you are going to have proper surveillance through drones, it could be there through the CCTV cameras should be there, it could be identifying what could be the potential risk and how you have to facilitate the rapid response. The improved infrastructure, obviously you have to investing in temporary infrastructure, like it includes wider road, better sanitation facilities, access to healthcare should be there to provide the comfort to the pilgrims and obviously the safety that is required. Public awareness campaigns where they are educated about the emergency procedures if something arises, about their safety, about the responsible behavior which can help to minimize the risk and promote safer environment. Obviously volunteer involvement should be there where you are engaging the volunteers that related to proper first aid, it should be related to some kind of a government agencies, overall safety and experience of the volunteers should be taken care of. Now in brief I have given you some of the ideas like what are the probable key strategies you have to opt for, what are the challenges which can arise. Now you should also be aware that what is Mahakumbh Mela, like what is going on in Prayagraj. So see, this is the Mahakumbh Mela is held in Prayagraj and in UP, and it is considered as the holiest one. Like there is a confluence, like you can say the confluence of river Ganga, Yamuna and Saraswati river. So basically the Kumbh Mela arises probably about you can say this Mahakumbh Mela is there with the gap of 13 January se started hai and it is going till 26 February. I think that is a Mahashivratri day also. And the Kumbh Mela is held in 4 sacred river pilgrimage sites. Kahan hota hai? Prayagraj, Allahabad, Hardwar, which is you can say on the Ganges river in Uttarakhand, Nashik, Godavari river in Maharashtra, Ujjain on Shipra river in Madhya Pradesh. So basically you should be having an idea ki Kumbh Mela kab hota hai, Mahakumbh after 144 years, kitne log aaye hain, there is a confluence of the rivers. Now this content, actually this extract actually helps you to give a better content. Suppose you are giving your statements in group discussions, so you can say it out, it's a very sacred one, it is a very holy you can say place where there is a confluence of Saraswati river, mythical Saraswati river, then it is about Ganga and Yamuna river. So that is why the 3 holy rivers are merging together and there only the people are going for related to their spirituality. Obviously it is giving a good benefits to the local shopkeepers and tourism is also increased over there at that place, but obviously lots of challenges and related to safety, related to crowd management, the problems like stampede we have already faced it out, any kind of emergency evacuations if it is required, and hopefully this is the topic which is needed to be discussed. And my main point of view was whenever something arises related to current, you should be prepared what are the probable topics that can arise from that particular dimension. I'll be coming with more group discussion topics. Keep preparing yourself to the best. Don't forget to download the documentation and prepare the group discussion topics as much as you can through the practice you make. All the best guys, have a good day and bye-bye.